Hello and welcome to another video on DayZ 1.28. In this video we are going to be talking about the weapons and new items related to weapons in 1.28, starting with the PM73 rack. This weapon is actually a first of its kind for DayZ as it's open bolt. This means that you cannot chamber it as you can other weapons. Let's get all the standard stuff out of the way, shall we? First off, we have loading E25 round magazine, changing magazines, 25 to a 15 round magazine, and a bit of firing. Changing mags while empty, and a good old mag dump. One other noteworthy thing about the rack is it cannot take any attachments aside from the magazine, not even a bottle suppressor, so bear that in mind. Another prominent feature of the 1.28 update are the numerous weapon scopes that have been added into the game. Listing them as follows, we'll go into more depth and detail after that. First of all, we have the marksman scope, which is you can find in tan, green, and black. The PSO 6 optic, which similarly to the other PSO variants already in the game, will attach to AK platform rifles. So your SVD, your VSS, and your AKs. And then the Sport Point optic, which will go on hunting rifles, such as the Tundra, the Savannah, the Blaze, the Sporter, and the CR527. First in our line of optics, we have the marksman scope, which I will be demonstrating on this DMR. I'll list all the weapons that this scope can attach to on screen now. Save me waffling even more than I already am. Anyway, this scope is battery powered, but it is completely operable without a battery. But the battery will just make the reticle easier to see. It is similar to the hunting scope, but it works on any NATO rifles. That's any rifles with a Picatinny rail. This adds a long-range option for many of the rifles that lacked one in the past. Next in our extensive list of optics, we have the Sport Point optic, which will attach to any of the following rifles that are on screen now. Sport Point optic is a 2x zoom red dot sight, similar to the reflex sight that already exists in game. It gives a lower zoom option for those hunting rifles that previously only had the higher zoom scopes, being the hunting scope. This optic is battery operated, however, you will have a much harder time using it if you don't have a battery. Finally, in our list of optics, we have the PSO 6. I pretty much summed this up before. It's a bigger version of the PSO 1 scope that goes on all of the following weapons on screen now. I will be demonstrating it on the VSD, otherwise known as the SVD, because I feel like this is the weapon you'll get the most use out of it for. It's a battery-powered optic. Without the battery, you can still use it, but of course, just makes it easier to see. It is a higher zoom variant of the PSO scope, and does well for the SVD because of this. Okay, so they added a bunch of new weapon sounds in this update. All of these weapons that you see laying before me have been given new sounds. I'm not going to go just come over here, pick them all up and go through them one by one. I'll just cut through them all. All these weapons are listed on screen now. Or probably will have been, to be honest. Blaze double shot.